Hi everybody, welcome to Wool and Wine, episode 49. I'm Tammy.
I'm Claudia.
I'm Janet.
And happy Thanksgiving and upcoming holidays. And thank you to all of our viewers. And if you're new, we are super happy to have you.
We are.
Yeah, and we are recording here just in a south suburb of Dayton, Ohio, in Bellbrook. And it is a beautiful sunny day, but very cold.
Yes.
Yeah, burr.
Yes.
It was 17 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday morning.
Yeah. And my cats wanted to go outside, and I'm like, are you nuts?
Did you let them out?
No, not right away. I had to let them warm up at least a little bit.
They do have those beautiful fur coats.
I know they do, but...
Oh my
well.
goodness. So, admin, our Letho KAL ended. And we had 5 participants, and we've randomly picked a winner, so we'll announce that in a little bit. And what else do we have to talk about?
Oh my gosh.
Plenty of whips. Or finished objects.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
we
so
got a
many
few
whips,
today.
but-
Yeah, we got a few finished objects today.
Yeah, which is really nice for a change.
It
huh?
is.
Yes.
It is.
So good. So, do we want to start with what we're wearing?
I guess we can. Oh,
What?
no.
Oh,
No, this is important.
oh, this is important. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's nice.
It's different.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, me too. Okay, now that we have that.
Okay.
Now we're ready to talk about what we're wearing. Okay, so I'm wearing the Brightfeather sweater by Jennifer Steingass. And here's the video. And the yarn that I used is Cloudborne Fibers Alpaca Wool Silk Fingering and Carabella Gossamer. And 6302 is the colorway, and on the Cloudborne it's a Prism. So I do have my samples because I still have a bunch of this. This is the Cloudborne Wool Alpaca Silk, and it's a lovely, lovely, lovely yarn. And then this is the Gossamer, and it has a little bit of sparkle. I don't know if you can see the sparkle, but there's just a slight amount of sparkle in it. And I love this.
Yeah.
I think it turned out really nicely. I did no modifications. It fits perfectly.
Yeah.
It's like, it's wonderful. I
There's
love it.
something about Jennifer Steingass patterns. She's got that fit
Yeah.
in color work, round yolks figured out, and every single one that any of us have done are a really, really good fit for
Yeah,
that.
they are. Yeah, they
I
are.
mean, even the what's the one that has the feathers at the or the wheat at the bottom? I can't.
Oh, that
remember.
one you made, right?
But
Wheatfield.
No, I don't know what it's.
I don't
know
remember either.
But even like the shaping up here,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're doing color work or not, she did a beautiful job because that also is a round yoke, I think.
Yeah, yeah,
And it just fits really nice.
yeah.
That's really pretty.
I do love it, and it just feels right today because it was sort of, there was a little snow on the ground this morning, and so I'm like, this is perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I know.
So you made that how long ago?
I'd say 2 or 3 years, probably closer to 3 years ago. And I don't wear it a lot, but it seems to have held up really well. There is some pilling in it, but it's not bad.
Well, that prism yarn
It's
or the
just,
prism color
it's so,
is so soft.
It
it's
is.
just, I mean, you kind of expect it to heal it.
yeah, it
heal
is
a
very
little bit.
soft.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I love it, and I
Yeah.
have a bunch more, so I still need to make something else with it. But we'll figure that out.
Yeah. So you have something on you just finished.
Yes, I just finished this. This is the Taburn by Joan Forgione. And here's the video. And I'm so glad to get this done.
Yeah, no doubt. You almost did two.
Right? Because when I first did this, I went up a needle size for the color work and it was too big. So I waited way too long before I quit knitting. And so then I had to rip it back and start over with the same size needle as the rest of the sweater. So I used the Cascade yarns, the Cascade 220, which is a non-superwash. And the top color is Aqua Haze. And the bottom is the Pacific. And it's Heathers, Cascade Heathers.
Beautiful.
220.
Yeah, that is so gorgeous.
So this is some great yarn.
Yeah.
I really like working with it. So
And the stitches are so even with that.
yeah. And this is a size 42.5. And it came out pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I'm
It's beautiful.
pleased with it.
Looks great on you too.
Yeah, it's
Thank
really,
you.
really good. Definitely.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. So
Did you make
no
any
big
modifications?
modifications. Yeah, no modifications. Just
Straight at it, huh?
straight at it. That's right.
Well
Used
edited.
a size 7 needle for the whole thing. I think I went down to a 6 for the cuffs and for the hem as well. I went down 1 needle size for those, but yeah, no other modifications.
Well, it is lovely.
It is lovely. It is lovely. Yeah, that's so pretty on you too.
Thank
You
you.
did a great job. Okay, Tammy.
Alrighty, so I'm wearing the Catedral by Claudia Quintanilla, and she's from EweKnit, Toronto. So here is the video. This is the size 41.5, and I knit this a couple of years ago, I think now. Because I think finally last year around this time, I took finished photos. I just had them hanging on hangers in front of, like, on a closet door. And I finally took a picture of it. And when I saw this in my closet today, I'm like, yeah, I'm feeling that. I feel that sweater. So she does a beautiful job designing, and she's got the book out with all those gorgeous sweaters. And when we ran into her again this year at Rhinebeck, remember she gave us a little card that had a coupon code on it for yet another one of her sweaters, which I definitely intend to knit and show to all of you when I do it. So this was done in Stonehenge Fiber Mill shepherd's wool, and the color is Antique Rose. You probably saw on the video, it's got a little bit of a high-low hem, and I don't know if the pattern had that or if I did that. But I know that there are just a little bit of short rows on it. And I imagine that I did whatever it took to make the sleeves the length I need them, because they're just right. And I don't normally wear it over a blouse, but because I had another top that I wanted to model in the videos for you, I put this blouse on underneath, and I kind of like it.
I like it with you.
Feels
That
nice,
looks
yeah.
nice, yeah.
And was this something that you knit last year? Was it last year or 2 years ago?
I want to say it was a couple of years ago.
I think it was
Yeah.
a couple.
I think I just took finished photos, like a photo of me actually wearing it last year and reposted. Because I went through, I bet I pulled 20 sweaters out, and I had my hair and makeup on one day with pants that went, like jeans probably, and set my iPad up in the living room or the great room, and I just kept going back and changing and coming out and taking a couple of pictures just to get them posted on Ravelry, because I can't believe how many, like, I just didn't have finishes, nice finished photos. And I appreciate that so much when a pattern comes out and I can look at other people's Ravelry pages and see what it looks like on a human, and I want to be one of those helpful people, So you do a pretty good job at that too.
I don't
or you did for a little while. Some of your latest stuff you don't have pictures of, but
Right.
we'll use your camera and get one of you today, or your phone.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this one needs to be there because I did do a couple pictures yesterday, but I didn't do this one, so I need to
Yep.
take a picture
We've
and put it
got
up
to be
there.
better. We've got to be those helpful people, and with really good notes and all that. So, speaking of notes, before we move on, everything we talk about is going to be, there will be a link to each of our Ravelry pages for that in the show notes below. So definitely look down there. Okay, so finishes, yeah.
We love finishes.
Yeah,
So this is sort of the orange episode.
it is. It's unintentional orange.
Yeah. So I finished my Cumulus blouse. Here's the video. And this is by PetiteKnit, and I use Frankie Gray fibers and Pearl Soho linen quill in the colorway Red Poppy. And there it is, all finished. And OMG, I really love it. I was worried about the neckline being too low, but
I don't think it is.
it isn't, because I ended up putting on a ribbing, and then I did the I-cord, and I really did like that. So I just took it off and just put the I-cord on, and it's perfect.
Oh my gosh, it blocked really nicely.
It's very, very soft.
Yeah, that Surrey is really.
Yeah, that's that's a Frankie Gray fibers. It's a Surrey alpaca, and OMG, it is really fabulous.
Yeah.
Really fabulous. So, let's see, what size did I make? I don't remember. 40, I think it was a 44, 45, something like that.
Beautiful.
So there it is on all its glory. And I would consider doing another pattern. Another one of these. I really don't like to repeat stuff because, it's like, been there, done it, want to move on. But this is one I think I could do again because it's, it's just
it's a big
classic.
page.
Yeah, it's
It
a big
goes fast.
and it's a classic pattern,
Yeah.
so you can wear it forever.
Yep.
So I may end up doing another one of those.
I bet you do it in green.
I could. I don't know, but I haven't decided yet.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, so Janet, you have a finish.
I
I mean, aside from what you're wearing.
do. I do. I have the Letho by Natasha Hornby. And here is the video. And I'm so excited to have this done. So excited.
Your colors are beautiful.
Yeah, they are. They're so you.
They are.
They are. And I used the Studio Donegal tweed, which is the perfect yarn for this particular
really is.
sweater because it's like a jacket.
Yep.
And it's just, I think that selection was so good. And we saw this yarn at Rhinebeck last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
in the Adirondack Yarns booth.
Adirondack Yarns. And they had it again this year.
Yeah.
But we walked by.
Well, we kind of
So,
I actually went in.
yeah, I think we went in anyway because it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I love that yarn.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
I definitely went in. I've got my eye on the red. I want a whole red sweater with that red.
That red is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah, so I did make it longer than what the pattern called for.
Oh, right.
So then you had to do some math to figure out how many extra decreases you need and
Right.
a few things like that.
So you did 6 stitches longer,
Correct.
right? Because it's knit
Correct.
this way, like from sleeve to center. And so, yeah, when you cast on under the arm is when you added that, right?
Correct. When you do the two-sided provisional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks to both Tammy and Claudia for kind of giving me some help on this.
Yeah, well,
I had my challenges,
Just like
but
we all
it was
do.
a great,
aren't
it's
you
like a
glad
work
you
of
did?
art at this
Yeah.
point.
It is.
It is.
It
Yeah.
is. It is. I've had so many compliments every time I wear it, and you'll get the same thing. It's just unique, and people don't know you knit it. You know, it doesn't look hand knit.
No, it doesn't. It looks
Right.
like a really high-end boutique piece.
It does. Yeah,
for
it
sure.
Really does.
Yeah.
So I feel like I need to get a dark purple blouse.
Oh.
to go
Oh,
with
now
this.
that would be
Yeah.
gorgeous.
Right.
You don't have one?
I know.
I know, right? What is wrong with my wardrobe?
What is wrong with you?
That's true, but that light blue blouse you had on.
Yeah, that
looks
was really pretty with
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good match for it also.
Gorgeous.
So really am happy with the pattern.
Yeah, now that is one I could do again, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, if I wanted to do it again, could I do something besides the welts just to make it look different? But I don't know.
The
I love
welts
the
really
welts.
add though.
Yeah,
they do.
They do.
A touch.
They absolutely do. But anyway,
I mean, you could join it and do a color work panel up
Yeah.
and over,
yeah, you could. That's
and then
true.
steek it at the bottom. That'd be easy enough to do. Yeah. Okay, so I have a few finishes, and the first one is the Marlow by Tammy Gore. And so here's the video. I thought I'd put it on for you, even though it looks so good from both sides. It's
It
really
does.
hard. Okay, this is a garter shawl. So for anybody who's thinking about doing a shawl, this one went really, really
I can
fast.
hold this side up.
So it's fingering weight. I just love the way those colors come across.
Oh, those colors
So it's
are
got
so
lace that I don't know that you could see in, oh, there, with the light coming through. I think you can see it there in the black bits. But I think it's really squishy.
It is squishy. Now, is this superwash yarn?
So, no, well, yes and no. So Lang Yarn's Baby is just 100% merino, and I don't think that's superwash. So that's the black one. And the Sweet Tea Yarns Rusty Watering Can is a sock yarn, and Rusty Watering Can is the colorway, and that is this beautiful multicolored one. And then the blue, I'm almost positive it's Zen Yarn Garden Serenity 20 and Tiger Eye, and that's one of their sock yarns.
Yeah.
So
the Serenity 20 has cashmere in it, right?
It does, yeah. I think it's 20% cashmere. I think that's what the 20 is for, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah. I love it. It was a really fun, engaging knit. So the only modification I made was adding this I-cord edge. And I was able to go almost all the way around with the Rusty Watering Can. That's Serenity 20. No. That one is the Sweet Tea Yarns. So really love that. I don't know if there's anything else to say about it. I highly recommend the pattern. And it's an asymmetrical triangle, which can be a little bit hard to figure out how to style. But as soon as I figured out that all you have to do is throw that long tail up under and over your back shoulder, it totally stays in place. So I can see myself wearing this with
Lots. Yeah, because the colors in
yeah.
there are very versatile.
Yeah, and it was surprising. So when I got it out today and had the sweater on, I had no idea that it was going to go so well, but the rust color in here, it just, this shirt, the sweater really picks it up. So it looks great with that also. So anyway, one down.
Yeah.
So you have another finish?
I do. This is just something that I was playing around with. I decided to make some washcloths for Christmas presents. And, you know, the cinnamon and bourbon, well, this was after I did the swatch, which I'll show you later. But anyway, so I took some cotton yarn and I made some washcloths. I think, you know, it turned out so well. I was kind of surprised. And it was just sort of one of those things I just decided to do. And they're perfect.
What do they
Very
take, a
cute.
couple of hours?
Yeah, they don't take very long at all. Yeah, so, and I did an I-cord edge, and then I'd slip the last 2 stitches in each row and do a I-cord on the edges. And yeah, it turned out perfectly.
Yeah, they look really great.
Yeah, they're fun. And this one has not been blocked. I just finished it yesterday, but this one has. And boy, this yarn is so soft. And this came from Hobby Lobby. They have that cotton.
Oh, I love this cotton.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yep.
I love this cotton, and I do love this cotton. It's
Right.
really, it feels really, really good. So
I've knit in that also.
Yeah.
And so I took this is the one colorway where I put the dark at the background, and this one, the dark is on the background here, or on the light's the background. So anyway, I switched them. And it's funny because the peach in this one is much paler than the peach in this one.
Yeah.
And the only thing I can think of is that because there's more of it in the one, it just,
That is crazy.
I never would have thought that. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, because it's slip stitch. It's not like color dominance
No.
with stranded color work. So did you throw that one in the washing machine? Is that how you
No,
blocked
I didn't do that. I probably should have just to try it out, but no, I didn't. It's just cotton, so I can't imagine it being an issue. So
it? Right.
anyway, there you go. I can't take credit for the slip stitch pattern.
No, that's Thea Coleman.
That's a Thea Coleman one. So, yeah. Anyway,
Very nice.
It's a big swatch. You could knit that in cotton. That would be a gorgeous
it would be a nice summertime
sweater.
Yes, you could totally.
Yeah, for sure. I
Yeah.
mean, you didn't have to get gauge with your cotton
No.
for a dishcloth, but
No, exactly. And I think I did 9 pattern repeats, and then this way, and then 4 this way. So if you decide you want to duplicate it, and you have the pattern for the
Yeah.
cinnamon and bourbon. Go for it.
Good idea.
Good idea. I love my washcloths that I've made. I use them all the time
Do
for
you?
dishes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that, I love my cotton, holds up with color. The color stays. It's more color fast than the, what is that, Lily and Cream? Lily Sugar and Cream.
Oh, yeah. I don't like the feel of that one either.
Yeah, it's a little more coarse and the color is just not very color fast. So I made, I don't know, like 30 dishcloths when we were building the house. That was 7.5 years ago that we moved in. So I mean, I didn't use them until we moved in, but the ones that I made with that sugar and cream yarn are faded. And some of them I used, I love this cotton with, because I did some of the pinwheel where it was 2 colors. And the ones with the, I love this cotton are so much more color fast. They just look better. So it's really, really odd. Even those lace ones that we did, remember the brown yarn? My brown is now purple, and that's the cotton from like Joann's and Michael's, the sugar and cream.
Yeah.
So anyway, you have another finish?
I do. I have the Icing on the Cake KAL by Beth MacDonald Stone. And here's the video.
That's so pretty.
And this was just such a fun little, cute little project.
Gotta look at those colors. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
And so it's just got this, so you just slip it over your head and done.
Beautiful.
And this was the yarn that we got this year at Rhinebeck. It was, gosh, what was it? Rain in the Catskills was the name of it. It was Destination Yarn Souvenir. And I just love this colorway. And so I just kept knitting it until I was close to running out of yarn. So this is just a little less than a skein. And it's just beautiful. I did not do all of the little cables that she had in her original pattern. Because I had so many colors in here, I thought, well, don't really need that.
No, that is so pretty.
So it went really fast.
Yeah.
Nice.
Those cables are really easy to do. But that looks so pretty with just
Yeah,
a plain
it
yarn.
does.
Right.
So her pattern is worsted weight, and this is DK weight, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter because you got gauge, and it just worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the seed stitch around the edge of that. That
Yeah.
really sets off those colors.
Right.
That is really pretty.
So always will remember the year at Rhinebeck, 2024.
Yeah, with Destination Yarns. What a beautiful little yarn shop.
Yes. And it's in Cleveland, Ohio.
Woo! We'll have to make a trip up there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we can meet some fellow knitters up that way.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Right.
All right, so while we're talking about Beth MacDonald Stone, I have a test knit that I just finished for her, and it is the Get Out of the Pool Tee. And then here's the video. So here it is, and I like it as a vest. It of course is also a summer tee. It was intended to be all done in one color of yarn, like a tonal or self-striping or speckled or multicolored something. Those gorgeous skeins that you bought and didn't know what to do with because they pool usually when you knit with them, and you know, you don't want that all the time, so she designed this in a way where you don't get the pooling. All the stitch counts for the front and the back, and then up around the sleeves are identical, and so it's just beautiful. This is not out yet. I just watched her latest video, and I feel like this is getting released soon, but this, have you guys seen it? I should I should know. I really don't think it's out yet.
No.
But I did this in Frankie Gray Fibers, froze, and I bought the yarn back when they were still To The Max Yarn Company, but it is Jody from Grocery Girls. Her and her daughter have a yarn dyeing business together. This one may have been when Mackenzie, her other daughter, was dyeing with her, but it is 100% punk and 100% DIY. So it is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and that's the multicolored. And so mine, of course, did not pool because the whole concept is you don't have that. And then the other yarn is Vitalana from Knit Crate. So again, this one would be Frankie Gray Fibers now. And the Vitalana is merino, alpaca, and cotton, and they are both DK weight yarns. So keep an eye out for this pattern when it comes out if you have some of the DK weight skeins. I think it takes about 3 skeins, maybe more. I had 3. You might want to have 4 skeins, maybe. Yeah. I ran a little bit short, which is why I'm wearing it as a vest instead of summer tee, but my daughter said, "Mom, those are my colors." And I'm thinking, okay, good. She can wear it for a summer top and have her belly showing. It's not my gig. Okay, so any other finishes? Because I have one more.
Go for it.
Alrighty, so I was looking through my languishing whips and I ran across a pair of socks that I had started maybe 2021. I have no idea. Seriously. So here they are. It's a pair of Christmassy socks. They're identical except for the heels. So I did an afterthought heel on these, and what had happened was I started knitting them and I was doing the standard heel and toe where every other round you do your decreases, and they were the wedge toes. I don't know whose foot is shaped like a wedge, but mine's not, and the heels are not, and they were just... I put them on and they just looked weird. I mean, they were pretty much finished. I had like maybe one more toe to go or something. So the other day I picked up stitches. Actually, you know what? I didn't. I unpicked my Kitchener, just ripped it out until I got to the beginning of the toe, and then picked up stitches because frankly they had been sitting knit for almost 3 years. Well, probably almost exactly 3 years because I bet I did them Christmas that year.
Christmas time, yeah.
And I ripped out both toes and redid them, and I used Kelly's rounded toe pattern, and where you knit or you do decreases every other round until you get down to so many, and then you do decreases every round, and it makes this beautiful rounded toe. Fits so much better because hello, you know, that's how our
we don't
feet are
have pointy
shaped.
toes.
Right. So anyway, one more pair of socks done. And they fit and they've been blocked and they're all ready to go.
Cute.
So
Those are really cute.
Those are cute. You have to wear them Christmas morning.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I love knitted socks. I have a pair of knitted socks on right now. Can you see?
Yes, they're really cute. They go with your
These are-
sweater.
With a little ruffle on them.
Yeah, they're adorable.
All right, so whips.
Whips. I have whips.
Okay.
So the Kylie Pullover by Irene Lynn. I was kind of working on it, kind of not working on it because I was trying to get some other things finished. And so I picked this up after I finished some of those. And I made a little bit of progress. And I'm using the Pearl Soho Serif in the colorway Gray Birch. And I know I've told you guys before, I love this yarn. So now, let's see, where am I? This is the... so confusing. I'll get there. Okay, there it is. So there we go. Look at that. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
And there's the back.
Pretty.
So I got it connected in the front and the side. So now it's just knit in the round, and this is engaging. It's fun. I don't know. I'm enjoying knitting it.
That yarn is amazing.
And I love the yarn. Yeah. Oh my God, this yarn is amazing. It really is.
I'm curious to see how it holds up.
Yeah, me too.
Once you started on that, Janet and I both went out and bought that yarn next time it was on sale.
Yeah, and I love the way it looks in this piece because of the texturing.
Yeah.
But but knitting with it, you don't notice the texturing. So it doesn't, sometimes when you get something with a lot of texture, it's a little harder to knit with. But this is not at all.
It's almost like super fluffy combed cotton around a tighter spun core. It's just amazing.
It is. It's gorgeous. So more to come
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you knit that one without a cable needle? Or is it too
Well, it's slippery and it's 3x3.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it'd be a little bit more tricky to do this one. 2x2 you could probably do, but with 3 stitches and 3 stitches, it's a little more cumbersome, I think, to do it off.
Yep.
So yes, I am doing it with a cable needle.
Okay. I just want...
Those are cute needle stabbers you have on there too.
Aren't they? They came from Rhinebeck.
Kitty cats?
Yeah, they're kitty cats. Okay, I'm cat crazy, but whatever. Gotta be crazy about something.
Yeah. No problem. All right. So do you have some whips?
Yes, the first one is the Core by Natasha Hornby.
Oh, she's been busy.
Yeah. So let's take a look. So this is the the front, and then the bottom part like this. So this is
That's the back.
the neck. This is the neck line, but it's the back, right?
Are you showing them the inside or the outside?
This is the outside.
That's
Here's the
so
center.
cool.
It
Isn't
is. It really is.
And then here's where the arms, where you're, I don't know if you can even see it on the camera, but anyway, making progress.
Wow,
Dark
so that's
yarn.
integrated. That is going to be so not good.
Yeah.
Golly.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh,
the way she
yeah.
did that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, and this is
So,
garter, so it's back and forth. Knit, knit,
yes,
knit, knit, knit,
garter, yes.
Oh, that
Holy
is
moly,
gorgeous.
that is some beautiful shaping. It looks like saddle shoulder,
Right.
even though it's all contiguous. Ah,
It's gonna be beautiful.
that's so cool.
It really is.
I'm
yeah.
just
Well, the
like wanting to keep on going,
details.
keep on going. It's like, okay, it's a while before I separate for sleeves.
Yeah, but it's really gonna be fabulous after you
But,
get finished.
right. I'm excited. I want to get to the sleeve separation.
Geez,
Yeah,
when you're
but,
done with that, you're done, right? You just weave in the ends and block it, and you don't have to pick up anything and do anything after.
Right? I think that's the way it's going to be.
Sweet.
So,
gorgeous.
This is a fun project.
That's beautiful.
It
Man, the
is.
way she did that shaping on there is so good.
Yeah,
is.
she is such a good designer. Though.
Yeah. So are those slip stitches? Is that why that stands out like that?
No. It's a knit stitch.
Okay, so you just do a make one before
A
and
knit
after
stitch and a purl.
on the wrong
I
side.
can't remember. Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful. Good golly.
Yeah.
It is.
But you've been
So,
busy on that because that's
making
way
progress.
more than when we were together last week.
Yeah.
I
So
know.
this is a fingering. This is a fingering weight.
Yeah.
But you use a US 4 needle. At least I needed that to get gauge. And I'm using the Simply Socks Yarn Company Colossal Sock in the colorway Pinot. So it has all those beautiful burgundies and purples and
Your
browns
colors.
and yeah,
Right up your alley.
yeah. So fun,
Very nice.
fun.
Jeez, yeah. All right, so I have 2 identical bags. Let's see what we pull out first. Okay. I have got the
Oh yeah.
Rune mitts by Vanessa Ewing. And I picked this kit up at Rhinebeck. So what's actually attached? Okay, so here is the first one mostly done. So it has phases of the moon with stars on that side, and then a rune on this side. And they're just these really great mitts. I have the thumb stitches on a holder right now, and I decided I would just wait and do the thumbs when I have finished the second one. So I've got, I don't know, I've just started the moons and the rune on the second one. So this one's coming along nicely. This is being knit in Cape May fiber, and so the colorway that I bought in the kit is not exactly the colorway that she used. And it came with a peachy kind of yarn for the moons and the runes, but it didn't really, it didn't stand out enough against the purple because it is so dark and light. So I had this ball of yellow that is kind of a tonal yellow in my stash, and I think that one works really, really well. So anyway, those
Those are really cute.
yeah,
They are.
They're,
And
it's
Your
And I
colors.
really
are-
like your yellow with that purple.
Yes, I do too.
Yeah.
It looks really great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what I may do is like a navy. This is fingering weight, by the way. I may use a navy with the peachy, tonal peach that came with it. I think that would look like a
Oh,
really
yeah.
gorgeous night sky. So, I mean, I'm still going to use that, or I may use it for heels, toes, and cuffs, or something. Who knows? But I'm having a lot of fun with those. And so, of course, that pattern is on Ravelry. It's
So
been out there
cute.
for a little bit, but she was at Cakepalooza, and
Right.
that's where we ran into Cape May fibers. And I don't know, I called it Purple Haze. I have no idea what that colorway actually is. So, yeah, I'm not even sure.
Well, it's pretty.
So, do you have another whip?
Yeah, well, it's been a languishing whip, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not sure if I'm going to rip it out and do something completely different. So last night I said, okay, you got to figure out what are you going to do with this. And this was the Rain Chain by Drops. And the yarn I'm using is the Drops Wish in the gray beige colorway.
That's really pretty.
It is, but you know, it's like I had such a hard time with this. It was supposed to be the brioche rib, or something, yeah, something like that. And I
You had to go down a lot
I had
of needle sizes,
I
didn't
did
you?
because so and you know it's funny because I learned so much from doing the Letho because you had to get good at doing brioche.
Right.
So now I think I'm either gonna rip it out and do it in the brioche because I ended up with fisherman rib. And then I'm thinking, well, maybe if I really want to do it, I should just do it in the round because they do pieces and then you sew them together. And so I don't know. It's been sitting for so long. I just feel like I can't just pick it up.
Yeah.
Don't say that. I've got so many that have been sitting
you
for
know that.
long.
Yeah, and this really didn't take me that long. It did take me a while to figure out this, and this is a half fisherman rib, I think is what I ended up doing because just trying to get the other to work wasn't doing so well. So, and then I said, well, maybe I'll look at some patterns and see if there's anything that I really prefer to make. And I saw a cardigan I thought would be really cool.
Do you have enough of this?
Yes. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'll let you know next time what I decide to do because and I'm kind of liking cardigans these days for some reason. They're so versatile and
Yeah.
so I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll do a cardigan instead, but this is really soft yarn.
Cardigan with that yarn would be really nice.
Yeah. So, and this gets a turtleneck, and I'm not sure how much I want a turtleneck anymore.
Well,
Yeah. So I didn't take it apart because I wanted to talk about it today. So, yes, it's a whip. It's a languishing whip, and it may be frogged.
Well, you know what? You are the master of your knitting.
Yes, I am. And it's a drops pattern, and they aren't exactly the easiest. You have to do a lot of interpretation.
Right. You do kind of have to think them through. Make sure you're...
So that's that.
Okay. Do you have another?
Yes, I do. Next one I have is Baby Uggs by, what was it? Autumn Street. And I just haven't got very far. So I'm making the 6 to 12 month size. Whoops, I pulled out this one. And so this is like the cuff. So this is like the top. And then working down and around to the bottom. So I'm going to be starting with the instep here soon. So the yarn that I'm using for this is this Go Handmade Cozy. And colorway is caramel. And it's a cotton acrylic, and it's just the softest yarn.
Oh my goodness. It doesn't look as soft as this.
Yeah, it's for a baby.
So who is this? Who
Baby
makes
yarn.
this?
This,
Boy, that is soft.
I don't know, Go Handmade?
It must be Go Handmade.
Go Handmade.
It's back here.
GoHandmade.net.
Wow.
It's a Denmark. It's made in Denmark.
Really
Yeah,
soft.
I may be making, because these come in 3 sizes. There's the 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12, and 12 to 18. So once I get these done, we'll see how these fit. And then I may make the next size up as well.
Oh, how
For when it
cute.
gets a
Yeah,
little
they're
bit
adorable,
bigger.
aren't
They are cute. I can't
Yeah,
wait to see
they're
how
so
they come
cute.
together. Yeah, I bet.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty. So I do have another test knit that I'm working on for Beth MacDonald Stone, and it is the Cragmore vest. And it is a beauty. So I'm using Rowan felted tweed. I had this left over from my field sweater, and it was just enough to do a vest with. So this is, it is a DK weight vest, and I'm about the same place that Claudia is with hers. It looks tiny because the back is all 3x2 rib, but you know, you all know how rib stretches. It is not tiny. And I've got it on a small needle. But look at these beautiful cables on the front. So I just last night joined it in the round. I think I've got like 4 rounds done under the arm. But it is absolutely beautiful. And of course, if you've ever knit with Rowan felted tweed, you know
It's the best.
how good that yarn is.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
And I learned how
Beautiful.
to do cables this time without a cable needle. This yarn is nice and sticky, and it's easy to do. So these are all 2x2 cables, and these are 3x3 cables, and I am doing the 3x3. I'll have to show you what the technique is that I use, because it makes it so much faster, like unbelievably fast. So I will probably, when I sit down to work on this again, go ahead and pick up the stitches around the neck and possibly around the sleeves. I'm trying to decide. She's got 2 different versions of this, and you would have seen that on the picture. But one of them, there is a, so I said it's like knit 3, purl 2 across the back, and around the edge after the purl 2, there's a single row of knit stitches. You might be able to see, this camera does a pretty good job. Yeah, there you go. So it's a nice finished edge. So I may not do, it depends on where it fits on my shoulders. I really like a vest that your blouse is, the seams of the blouse sit at your shoulder and the blouse seam shows through the belt, you know. I don't like the ones that come way over the edge as much as I do the ones that are more fitted. Fitted here with narrower shoulders. So I'm going to put it on and see how I like it. And if I pick up stitches and do the little, it's just a tiny, probably a 1-inch ribbing on it, and I don't like the way it looks, I can always pull it off. I mean, that's easy enough to do, and it won't affect these beautiful stitches. So anyway, I'm really, really loving this.
It's gorgeous.
Again, I don't know exactly when she intends for it to come out. I feel like it's sometime in January, but I could be totally wrong. Yeah, I'm just working away on it. It's easy knitting. You're only cabling every 4th row, which, hello. And now that I'm knitting in the round, there's not any purling except for, you know, there wasn't that much purling before, to be honest, but it's gone really fast, and it's a very, very enjoyable knit. I gotta say, all of her knits that I've done so far, all of the test knits for Beth have been really enjoyable. So that one I'll just keep plugging away on, and I'm holding it in my beautiful little sheepy bag.
Yeah, those are so cute.
That was a gift from Janet. Was that last year or the year
year?
before?
Last year.
Okay, yeah, beautiful.
I love it.
Love those, yeah. All right, so I've got a couple more. Do you have more whips?
I have one more.
Excellent.
I have one, and it's, I haven't made any progress because I just started it. So this is the Cinnamon and Bourbon by Thea Coleman or Baby Cocktails. And I'm using the Rowan felted tweed as well.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, right. And Prime Alpaca. So here is my swatch. And I've been wanting something of green and white for a long time, and so here we are. And I love, you know, I just love the Rowan felted tweed. It's so pretty, and that's the skein. It's got lots of variation, but very subtle variation. Yeah. And so here's, and then I'm gonna hold the Prime Alpaca with
with
mohair to make it pop a little bit, and it won't be quite so holy because really the you can see a lot of light through that, so which is fine.
Well, you can looking out.
Yeah, you guys probably
But when
can't
I
see.
wear mine, you can't see through it at all.
Yeah, so, but I just thought that might be kind of nice.
Yeah.
It'll add a little fluff.
It'll add some fluff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I did get started.
Oh, you did? Oh, you cast it on.
I cast it on, so I guess it's a whip
It's on
now.
the needles.
That is technical, baby. That is.
Yeah.
On the needles.
Boom! I got it on the needles
That's
this
right.
morning.
Dude, it's joined in the round and everything.
It's joined in the round, and I started doing the ribbing.
All right.
Yeah, that is official. That is officially a whip. Good
Yeah.
job on you.
So one thing I decided too on this is so she had you use the same needle for your ribbing as the body, and I decided to go down a needle size because I think about my other one I did by her that's bottom up, my green one, cables all over.
Epernay.
Epernay, yes, thank you.
I love that sweater.
But it's kind of flares in the bottom, and so I thought I decided to go down to a 5 instead of a
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And then when I start the body, I'll go back up to a 6. So, yeah.
Awesome.
There we
Okay.
go.
So, do you have another whip? You said no, right?
No.
Okay.
No other whips.
So my next whip is it's a knit along, and I just finished day 3. So it is the Fair Isle Mitten KALendar.
KALendar.
By Susanna Winter. And so here is the cover page. And so you don't get to see what you're actually making because it's a mystery KAL, which is so much fun. Every day, starting on the 29th, it's free. Oh, that's the other thing. It's a free pattern. And from December 1st through January 31st, it is going to be available for free. So I have finished up through day 3. So if you are doing it and you don't want to be spoiled, look away because I'm about to show them, and they are beautiful. Last warning, boom, boom. So here's what they look like so far. Each day is a clue, and I have done both of them. Now, what I will tell you is day 1 through 12
Here, let me see.
is, here you can each look at one. Day 1 through 12 is supposed to be
cute.
either the left or right, and I'm not sure. And then 13 through 25 are clues for the other mitt. I wanted mine to match, so what I'm going to do is actually make 2 pair. And I'm using Holskarn Super Soft.
That's
And
beautiful.
my base color, so you can all look back, I'm done showing them now. My base color is Pussy Willow, and it's just this nice neutral gray color. So it is a fingering weight. And then all of my other colors are here. So I'm just kind of mixing and matching, and I can use, for some of the day's clues, you can use a single color. Some people are doing it in just 2 colors, a background color, and then switching the background with a different color throughout just to mix it up a bit. Beautiful. Everybody who is doing it they're really, really pretty. She's running this on the Mighty app. And so I had never heard of that before, but I thought it was a really great way. So she's got a chatter thread, and then you can post your finish for the day, just so people who are doing it, if they want to look You have an option to not scroll down and see what anybody's done. But every morning, as soon as I get up, like 7-ish, I grab my coffee and I've been going in and finding the clue for the day and getting that done before I do anything else. So,
Well, that's fun.
yeah.
What size needle are you using?
It's a US 1, so it's the same as a sock needle. And I think they're going to be a lot of fun. So you have choices of different sizes. So different sizes have different number of stitches. So, but you still use, I'm using the 9-inch Cirque, a US 1. So I have 2 of those, and so I'm doing them separately. And the cool part about this Super Soft is, even though I'm changing colors on mine, when I'm doing a particular color family and I'm changing the color in there, I'm just breaking the yarn a little bit before the end and spit splicing it to the next color, so I don't have quite so many ends to weave in when I'm all done. And then I guess I could be doing it from the inside and the outside of this, but doing 2 separate ones with different colors, it's really not worth it for me, so I'm just breaking it and spit splicing it every time I finish one and start on the other. So that's a ton of fun. And then one more real quick, you know, we had Thanksgiving here in the US and all the kids and grandkids were here. So there were almost 40 people, and Karen and Joe were the only ones who live out of town, and Karen is now into bird watching. And when I say now, it's been for the last year or so. And there are so many birds that you can find this time of year that you really can't find other times, like some of the owls and some other birds that are coming from north through here, even though it's this cold. So they got up on Friday morning and went bird watching at Eastwood Lake and this cute little park over here in Centerville. No, like down
I know
off of Ferry Road. She said it's an amazing park. Well, anyway, she was wearing a hat, and it was color work, and I'm like, let me see that. It was store-bought, and it was like acrylic or something. It just didn't feel warm enough. Anyway, long story short, long story long, I asked her if she would like me to knit her a nice warm wool hat, so when she goes out birding, there is some warmth there. So I went through my hat patterns and pulled out the Sacred Sheep Hat by Caitlin Hunter. So here's the picture of that. And it looks an awful lot like what Janet's wearing. But these are the colors that I used in a sweater, a colorwork sweater last year while we were at Rhinebeck. That was what I knitted on. And this is actually West Wool, the tandem by Stephen and Penelope. So Stephen West's yarn shop in Amsterdam, and when Rick and I were there a couple of years ago, I picked this up, and so I had this left over from my sweater, and it's perfect to make a toasty warm hat. So Caitlin gives like 3 different options for brims, and so I did the one that will be folded couple of inches to give her. So this is a little over 4 inches long, and you know, to give her plenty of warmth over her ears. And because I do that long, what is it? It's the Norwegian twisted cast on. I ended up, I like the right side better than I do the wrong side. So here's what the right side looks like on the bottom, and then here is the wrong side. It's got this weird little bump on it. So on the last round before I started the color work, I did a German short row and turned it the other way and then just kept going. I never went back, so that what shows when it's flipped up is the nice side of the ribbing, the cast on. And it's super stretchy. She's got a 23-inch noggin because she's a really smart girl and there's a lot of brain in there. But anyway, I'll see her at Christmas and be able to give this to her then,
That'll
which
be nice.
is only a few weeks away, right? So
Right?
it's so hard to believe
Yeah.
that Thanksgiving is, you know, we just cleaned up and put the tree up and all the things, and Christmas is just a few weeks now. I mean, today's already the 4th, right?
third.
The 3rd.
December 3rd? Okay. When you see this, it'll be the 4th.
Yes, right.
'Cause it's going to be tomorrow when I get it up. But yeah, so anyway, last whip. And
Perfect.
yeah. So we have a lot to work on.
Yes.
A lot of fun things. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at those. I watched Knits and Pieces, and they had those Hudson Ripple mitts. They had the Hudson Ripple, like she's
Yeah.
got 4 different patterns, and she's doing a knit along right now. So I'm gonna make those Hudson Ripple mitts. I really like those.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice, yeah. I need to get
Do
more
some
into
quick-
doing something like that.
maybe some gift knitting.
Oh, that would be nice, yeah.
yeah. Yeah. There is another knit along going on. Oh, I didn't write it down. Darn it. You all need to know about it because it's another free one and it is a really cool sock. So let me just look it up real quick to tell you about it because I did save it in my library and I am definitely going to do these. It's called the Yule Goat Socks Mystery KAL. The mystery's already over. It's by Anna. Ooh.
It looks like it's Danish or Swedish.
Yeah. Anna S. Knitwear. So Yule, Y-U-L-E, Goat Socks Mystery KAL. I'll put a picture up here. They are absolutely adorable and it's a worsted weight. So it on the pattern it says it's DK, but if you look at the yarns that she uses, they are, one of them is Harbo and the other is Rag Sock, and both of them are worsted weight yarns. So I don't know why Ravelry called them DK, but the gauge is 22 because she knit them super tight. It's wool. They're 100% wool, which might be why she knit at a tiny gauge for worsted weight. But anyway, I think they're absolutely beautiful. And maybe I don't know if I can show. Oh yeah, you'll be able to see that. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, so it was 3 mystery clues and they came out, I want to say, on the 29th of November. So it was like the 29th, the 30th, and the 1st. So the mystery is already out there. And so she's showing them now without it being a mystery KAL, but they're super cute. And I am going to make some of those as gifts. So, prize winner.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So, do you want to, somebody want to
Da-da-da.
talk about it? Yeah, we have a winner. And there were 5 participants. And do you want to say? I mean,
It's Fuchsia Cheetah. And here's her. Let's see if I can, here we go. There she is with her finished Letho.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That was a really fun knit along. I think it was a pretty complicated pattern and not all that many people wanted to get in on it, but we're going to probably do more knit alongs along the way.
So this is what you won. This beautiful project bag in this festive fabric.
Yes.
And then one of the cute little cork bags that came from
Portugal.
Portugal.
Yeah, that's something that Janet and I picked up when we were there on vacation last year.
Yeah. So send us
Actually,
your
this year. That was just
name and address, and we'll get it out in the mail to you.
Yeah. If you're in the States, we don't need a phone number, just a complete mailing address. And our Gmail address is in the show notes. So if you could please reach out and do that right away, we'll get it in the mail. And hopefully you'll have it soon.
Mm-hmm.
That's so exciting.
That is so
Yeah.
excited for you.
Yeah, thanks to
Yeah.
everybody who participated.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
were some beautiful finished
very
Oh my
beautiful.
gosh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
All of them were.
Yeah. It's a really great project.
It
really,
is.
really is.
It really is.
And
yeah.
it's not everybody's cup of tea, but man, oh man, I'm telling you, if you had a friend who had one, you would want one. If you got to see it and try it on, you all would want to be wearing
And that
that.
is true. That is true.
It's that good.
Because
Yeah.
after she did hers, the first one, I'm like, all right, I got to work on it now.
Told ya.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Natasha Hornby is a fabulous designer.
She is, yeah.
And everything, like, oh my gosh, the care.
The cool.
Core.
Core. Is it K-O-R-E? Yeah, the
K-O-R-E.
core that you're working on. That is, oh man,
gonna be
I may
another
have to
beauty.
get one of those on my needles. That is, I love the shaping on that.
That is really, really special.
That, yeah, that
Yeah.
is
and
something.
I love the neckline, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Well.
There we go.
We are such enablers of knitting. Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay.
So I guess we should go to the tasting table.
Yes.
Yes, I'm thirsty.
Yeah, let's have another sip of that wine. All right, see you over there. So today we are tasting Volver, V-O-L-V-E-R. It is a Raphael Canizares Cuvée Old Vines 2018 unfiltered product of Spain. So we haven't had a Spanish wine on for a little bit. It is Vino from La Terra de Castilla. And I don't know if that is actually a district.
I think, isn't Castilla like a
Castle.
castle?
Yeah, it's a castle for sure.
So it might be the
like
name.
a place, like
La
the
Tierra de Castilla. That's probably like a
like the
winery.
yeah, the vineyards.
Uh-huh.
Over the years, Bodegas Volver has selected estates with the best. Okay, so. Okay, so these grapes were planted in 1957
Wow.
at an altitude of 660 meters. The soils were very sandy and are intermixed with pure chalk and red clay. I wonder if that's what gives it that really delicious, kind of dry, rich flavor. So let's not look and let's just see what we get.
Yeah.
Let's just.
And this is a Tempranillo, is that what it says?
no cuvee.
No, it has
Oh,
87%
Yeah.
Tempranillo and
13% cab, but they call it a cuvee. So I
Right,
mean
it's
that's
a
just
blend.
a blend.
Yeah, blend. Uh-huh.
So on the nose, it's very dark fruit.
plum,
Yeah.
cherry, tobacco.
Right.
Uh,
Blackberry.
all of our normal stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's bold and it's a little more tannic. I almost feel like that chalky soil kind of lends to that. You taste that little bit of chalk,
Yeah.
which I say tannic, but chalk makes me think dry, and tannic is also dry. So it kind of gives you that little bit of
And you're like, your mouth
Yeah.
is sucks the
like the taste
moisture
feel.
out,
Yeah. It's like I said, more dry, and it's right in the middle between soft and acidic. So it is a really, yeah, it's a really easy to drink wine. This for me, I would love this with a pizza. So kind of like
spaghetti or something.
Spicy pepperoni maybe, and just, you know, the veggies and the tomato sauce on the pizza. I just think that would be so good.
Yeah, quite tasty.
Yes.
Wow. Big. Yum, yum. So we've never had this one before, and I'm not even sure where we got it. It didn't come from the wine cellar this time. It was at the end of the island. We have a little kind of an overflow of wines up in the kitchen, and I don't even remember if it was a gift from someone. I usually write on it with one of the markers, and I don't have that. Yeah, so it's about a $42 bottle.
From Jamia, I don't know how you say
Humilla,
Spain.
Jumilla, but the L's we learned are pronounced with a Y. At least that's how it was in, yes, because where did we go? It was one of the towns that we drove through or stayed in, and I was pronouncing it with two L's. And a tour guide laughed at me. Do you remember? He's like, that's not how you say it. I know what you mean, but that's not how you say it. I forget.
Yes.
Yeah. I can't remember, but I do know that L's are a Y. And I think a J in Spanish.
Sort of an H.
With an H.
Yeah.
Humilla, maybe.
Oh, that's what, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Humilla, Spain.
Sounds good.
You can correct us if you know. Feel free. We're all trying to learn. Yeah, so evidently it's still available. If you can buy it through Vivino for $41.99.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, that's a price for 12 or more bottles. The single bottle price is $47 and some change.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so anyway, I think it's kind of delicious.
I think it is.
It is.
Too.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So
old
congratulations to our winner.
Yeah.
That's so
Fuchsia
exciting.
cheetah.
Yeah.
I'd love to know the story behind how you got that.
Yeah.
That's a fun name.
Yes.
Pink cat.
Yeah.
Pink fast cat.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Hot pink fast cat. Yeah, you have to tell us. Tell us in the email. That'll be so fun.
Yeah, it will be fun.
Yeah, so we should get one more episode out before Christmas, I would think. We've got a
Or
few
after,
weeks.
yeah.
So probably right before, maybe not.
I think that's Christmas Eve.
Oh, well
3
maybe
weeks.
on Monday.
But yeah, we'll figure it out.
We'll try real
Yes.
hard to get it out before Christmas. Otherwise, it's going to get really busy. Because you leave shortly after.
No, not until February.
Oh, it's February. Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
That's
Okay. No delays in our podcasting.
It's funny how now it's like all of a sudden, like, oh boy, I really want to do some gift knitting, and
I know, right?
starting right now.
I might have to start in the summer because it's like I just don't, I wait until too long because I think, oh, it's way off.
Right? I know.
Snuck up and smacked you.
It
It's
sure
good.
did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Well,
Well, you were on it with all your friend-to-friend shrugs.
Yeah, she
I was,
Yeah. When did you
All
start?
5 of those done pretty quickly.
you know, they only take, if you've got a lot of time, you can get one done in about 3 days of knitting. And I don't knit on them the entire time because I always have other projects. But, it's like if you spend 2 hours 3 different times, I think you can pump one of those out. But I did start on those a couple of months ago. I mean, it's been a while back
Yeah.
when I
Yeah,
showed
I
the first
remember,
one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But they all loved them. We'll see if they ever wear them. Saying they love them is one thing. Karen wore hers. She spent the night with us, like I said. And when she put it on, she wore it that night and came upstairs with it on the next morning. She's like, this is warm. I love it.
Perfect.
So I know she'll get good out of it.
Yes,
I'm like, yeah, when she works from home, and
Oh, perfect.
I know Amber will wear hers working from home. You know, when you're sitting there in front of your computer and not getting up, moving around a whole lot, you get chilly. So, and Christy is a school teacher, and so, you know, those classrooms can be a bit chilly. So I think that would look cute over just about anything she wears. And I think Chrissy already said, yeah, Mom, I want it, and I want that color. So I let him pick. I mean, I knew already, you know, I picked Christy's color because I was going to give her the pea coat one, and I surprisingly didn't get a picture of everybody in them.
That's too bad.
I know, isn't that silly?
Yeah, well, that's okay. Tell them to bring them at Christmas, so you're probably not doing Christmas after.
I'm not sure.
After that many for Thanksgiving.
It was really nice having everybody back under one roof, and they enjoyed themselves. So we'll have to see. We haven't really decided yet. I was kind of thinking about getting out of town, like just leaving the country for a week or so.
That would be
Christmas.
fun. You know, one thing I've always wanted to do is Christmas markets in Europe.
Yeah,
I just think
know.
that just sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, but I wonder when they're done. Like, do the Christmas markets go right up until Christmas?
I don't know. I bet you could find it on Google.
Yeah.
Or if any of you want to tell us.
Yeah, I mean, are any of you from Germany? Do you know? Because really, I think where I think of the Christmas markets, it's more in Germany, but it could be everywhere. Because
I think it is, isn't it? I don't know.
I don't know.
either.
I know
thought it was.
Natale is a very big deal in Italy. I'm just not sure. Yeah, let us know, please. Because we got some planning to do. We're going to leave in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, because I think the AMA Waterways even does riverboat trips for Christmas markets.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Now,
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
that
thought it would be a blast.
Yeah, that might be fun to do for next year.
Yeah, would be.
We'll see. Yeah. All right. Is that all we have?
Yes.
All right. Well, just remember, if you can't be with the wine you love, love the wine you're with. Cheers.
Cheers.